I'm Amy Vick, Vice President of Communications and Marketing for the Columbus Foundation, and I'm thrilled to be here with Governing Committee Chairperson and my friend Clark Kellogg to talk about teamwork and the importance of perseverance, resilience, collaboration, and kindness. You've been part of the Governing Committee here since 2020 and have served the last 2 years as the chairperson. This is one of the many teams that you are part of and have been part of. What do you think the ingredients are to a great team?
There are a few things that stand out to me when I think about teams. I think humility is essential to good teams. I think there has to be a level of collective ownership and clarity of the mission. And so from the sports world, being a basketball player, now working as a commentator, understanding what our job is. In athletics, it's to perform and to win. In other organizations, it's to provide a product or a service at a high level. But I think a level of humility is important because you have to recognize your need for other people in order to be your best, and your need to bring your best to whatever your role is in the team. And sometimes you might not have the role that you desire, but you still have to be your best in your role. So that takes a level of humility. Even from a leadership standpoint, being able to give everybody voice in the mission, being able to give everybody clarity in what it is we're trying to do, and then being able to hold each other accountable to the work that needs to be done to fulfill the mission.
Local nonprofits right now of all sizes are facing challenges. As needs are on the rise, funding sources continue to be shifting. How do you feel that the foundation has responded to these evolving times, and why do you feel that support is so important?
Well, I think quite well, first and foremost, to answer your question in terms of how the foundation has responded. I think the Columbus Foundation has done a tremendous job of stewarding the capital that this institution has in relationships, in resources, in community knowledge, in influence. Being a good steward of what you have as an institution is what stands out to me about the Columbus Foundation. Carefully thinking about how to meet the needs challenge in this time, and to do that with intentionality, with clarity, recognizing you can't do everything, but being really strategic, thoughtful, caring, and doing what you can do where there's the greatest need. So I think I would give an A to the Columbus Foundation in stewarding its role in the community as an institution to help meet needs, to strengthen and improve the community for all of its residents.
The foundation's work depends on strong relationships. What community efforts, as you think back, or investments have been especially meaningful or memorable to you during your time as chairperson?
Well, the Emergency Response Fund was a huge one that obviously preceded my chairperson role, but clearly I was on the committee. I think the Gift of Kindness Fund, highlighting everyday kindness heroes. I've seen countless exposures of that across various media platforms. The Big Table, bringing people together to have conversations about solving problems and challenges and needs in the community. I too think the human-centered design work has been really transformative in terms of connecting with people that are in need and giving them a chance to be part of discovering and determining what the best solutions are. I think that's really transformative and something the Columbus Foundation has taken a real lead on and is going to continue to have great impact going forward. But those are just, there are so many when you think about it. It's one of the things that I've enjoyed most about my time as a governing committee person is that you get a chance to see and experience the vast amount of impact the Columbus Foundation has and the work that everybody that's part of this organization does on a daily basis to make life better. And it's inspiring and a great privilege and responsibility to have a chance to be part of that team.
Yeah, and the governing committee, just speaking of that, is such an interesting mix of people and experiences,
that's right? Yes,
so
yes.
I'm sure you've been on other boards, and why is the board important, and why are those differing experiences important?
I think the diversity of experiences is huge because you get all of the perspectives that you need to think about challenging issues and needs in the community and how to go about solving those and how to support the leadership here and the team here that's daily seeking to do that work and fulfill that mission. And so, again, to your point about teams, we all need other people, but we have to appreciate where our roles are, what our jobs are, what our responsibilities are, and then be able to do those effectively, but then give the people that we're supporting comfort and support and confidence and freedom to do their jobs and trust that they'll handle their responsibilities as well. So again, it harkens back to team in every dimension of team, and diversity of experience is part of the landscape in the sports world too, which is one of the unique blends that happens when you bring folks from different backgrounds, experience, talent levels, and then you coalesce around a common goal and mission and can do great things when that happens.
Yeah, that's a great analogy too. The Columbus Foundation Center for Human Kindness focuses on inspiring acts of kindness and strengthening the social connections that are happening in our community. Why do you feel kindness is important, especially today?
For one, it's something that can be universally embraced and demonstrated. You don't have to have some level of upbringing or experience or culture or nationality. Every human being has the capacity to display and exhibit kindness for the benefit of other people. And that to me is one of the foundational components that make it so important, because everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. And when it's done, it has a ripple effect because it lifts other people up, it makes the giver or the doer feel good, and then it can continue to multiply. And when you highlight these small acts or large acts of kindness, it inspires people. Those stories inspire folks, make them feel good and make them want to do the same thing in their 20 yards or 20 square feet of influence. And so to me, kindness is a fundamental component of being human.
Finally, this is kind of a fun question at the end, but talking about teams, and the holidays are coming up, and I know that your family is your number one team.
Yeah.
Always has been. With 3 children who are collegiate athletes, does your family still participate in competitive things?
There's a pretty good competitive strand that runs through our entire household, starting with me and my wife, Rosie, and our children have embraced it as well around games, conversation, opinions. So yeah, competitiveness is a healthy component and characteristic of our household. Yes, and we do it. Rosie and I are Words with Friends, Scrabble, Sequence, any type of board or card game.
Okay.
We're playing for the enjoyment, but also the extra enjoyment that comes from winning.
Yeah.
And so there's competition, not in a mean way, but in a very healthy, active way. We always try to emphasize attitude, effort, and mastering the fundamentals of your sport. And those were kind of the pillars that Rosie and I really tried to emphasize.
Well, thank you so much for doing this, and certainly appreciate you being part of the team here. And we all love being on your team.
I love being
Doug's
part
team
of it.
and part of the foundation team.
Yeah, no, it's great to be part of the Columbus Foundation, and it's been great to get to know all of the folks that make this place be as inspirational and impactful as it is. And as Woody Hayes says, you win with people, and there are a lot of great people here.